Frederick County WX here. So, before we begin, I'd like to give an overview of the storms that occurred during this mega comp of alerts from 4/29/2025 through 5/5/2025. So, starting with day 1, which was on the 29th of April, portions of LWX's area, which is our weather forecast office, otherwise known as the National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia, or National Weather Service Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., being under a level 2 out of 5 for severe storms, which was a slight risk, which had a 2% tornado risk for Garrett County in western Maryland and a 15% damaging wind graphic risk for it as well, with some other portions of LWX under a 5% instead of a 15% risk instead, and a large hail graphic of 5% for Garrett County. For day 2, however, on May 1st, the main driving factor behind alerts on that day was that most of LWX's area was under a regular generic thunderstorm risk 0 out of 5, and a slight and marginal risk for portions of CTP, and Garrett County, which is under LWX, in a slight risk, and Allegheny County under a marginal. Nevertheless, an actual supercell came out of that risk in the Panhandle of West Virginia and went through Allegheny and the West Virginia Panhandle counties, as well as portions of Washington County, Maryland, and then came into CTP's area. There was also a severe thunderstorm watch issued for CTP as well during this time period. A few more storms trained behind the supercell as well, and yes, they did have tornado possible attacks on them. However, thankfully, none of them did get tornado warned. On day 3 of this risk, which is on May 3rd, there was a slight level 2 out of 5 risk due to 2/3 of LWX's region. Also directly including my county, which is Frederick County, Maryland. This risk performed pretty well and put my county under its first weather watch of the year, and it performed pretty well. There was a 2% tornado risk, 50% damaging wind risk, and 50% large hail risk. Some storms had tornado possible tags, but surprisingly, none of them had become tornado warned. On day 4, the last and final day of this risk on May 5th, which was the best performing day of the event, had much of LWX's area in a slight risk, level 2 out of 5, and about the entirety of it either under a marginal or slight risk. This gave us most of the alerts so far, totaling to about 17 alerts on this one day alone, which was great. And I also experienced a microburst and very torrential rainfall at one time during the day. It was similar to the 2023 moderate risk storms when I wasn't a weather/EAS enthusiast. And that's all for now. Enjoy the video, and if you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe and share it.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 191, effective until 10 p.m. This watch includes the following counties: Bedford, Pennsylvania. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch
There you
number
have it.
191, effective until
Watch
10
number
p.m.
191.
This watch includes the following counties: Bedford, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the severe weather. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Okay. Alright. Frederick County WX signing.
The National Weather Service in State College, Pennsylvania has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Bedford County in south central Pennsylvania, Blair County in central Pennsylvania, Centre County in central Pennsylvania, southeastern Clearfield County in central Pennsylvania, northwestern Huntingdon County in central Pennsylvania until 7:15 p.m. At 6:09 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Reynoldsville to 10 miles southwest of Curwensville to Salix Beauty Line Park, moving in watch Interstate 99 for mile markers 9 to 85. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast.
That's your Sophia Dashram warning.
The surrounding WXM42 listening
Alright,
area.
Frederick County Depex.
Severe thunderstorm watch number 191 remains in effect until 10 p.m. and now includes the following counties in Pennsylvania, Franklin and Fulton. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Allegheny County in western Maryland, Garrett County in western Maryland, western Highland County in western Virginia, western Pendleton County in eastern West Virginia, Grant County in eastern West Virginia, western Mineral County in eastern West Virginia until 12:30 a.m. At 11:40 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Keywood to 10 miles northeast of Greenbank, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts.
Focus camera.
Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those
Restart
outdoors,
autofocus.
as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Potomac Park, Franklin, Lamachney, Kaiser, Dogwood Flat, Arthur, Bittinger, Hutton, New Creek, Oakland, Lemonsville, McCool, Brady, Cabins, Deer Park, Big Run State Park, Klein Gap, Williamsport, Piney Grove, and Kidsmiller. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Damaging winds and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Allegheny County.
Okay, well, I don't know if there's gonna be another one just because of how late it is, but yeah. I definitely was not expecting this one. As a matter of fact, the WR400 and the other radios were quite a bit slow when it came to activating. I was like, what did I say? WR100. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's 11:45 p.m. at night. I don't really know if I'm gonna see another alert or not. We'll just have to wait and see. But so 60 miles per hour observed wind gust and that continuous cloud to ground lightning thing. Oh well. Yeah. Let me sum it up for you. I don't know if I'm gonna get another alert. So Frederick County WX, sign up.
17 o'clock GMT, May 1st, 22 o'clock GMT. Scattered showers with isolated thunderstorms.
What is this?
Tonight, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Insufficient grids for wavy hatering. May 1st, 22 o'clock GMT, May 2nd, 10 o'clock GMT. Friday, southwest winds 10 knots. Insufficient grids for wavy hatering. May 2nd, 10 o'clock GMT, May 2nd, 22 o'clock GMT. A chance of showers. Friday night, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Insufficient grids for wavy hatering. May 2nd, 22 o'clock GMT, May 3rd, 10 o'clock GMT. Scattered showers. Saturday, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Insufficient grids for Whaley Head during May 3rd, 25:10 o'clock GMT, May 4th, 25:10 o'clock GMT. A chance of showers in the morning. Showers. A chance of thunderstorms through the night.
Unfortunately, KHV36 just refused to tone a special marine warning because KHV36 is dumb. I hate it. I hate this stupid double weather radio station. The public information statement for that damage report just destroyed LWX's station's alert feed and then just completely rendered the station and pretty much useless. All it was, it just became a weather report station. This is so goofy. I hate this. Alright.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Allegheny County in western Maryland, northeastern Garrett County in western Maryland, northern Mineral County in eastern West Virginia until 4:30 p.m. At 3:48 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Lonapenning or near Westerport, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Potomac Park, Ellerslie, Lanapenning, Dogwood Flats, Crescent Town, Long Vale, Bel Air, Reynolds, Eckhart Mines, Midlothian, Cumberland, Barton, Mount Savage, Woodland, Corrigan, Frostburg, Midland, Moles Mill, Ridgely, and Brady. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of the... The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Allegheny County in western Maryland, northeastern Monroe County in eastern West Virginia until 4:30 p.m. At 4:04 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Bel Air, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Potomac Park, Brady, Crescent Town, Wolf Mill, Flintstone, Bel Air, Pleasant Valley, Wiley Ford, Pinto, Ridgely, Cumberland, and North Branch. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for Chesapeake Bay from North Beach to Drum Point, Maryland, Pawtuxet River to Brooms Island, Maryland, Tidal Potomac from Cobb Island, Maryland to Smith Point, Virginia, Tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, until 5:15 p.m. At 4:12 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Westmoreland State Park, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel. Locations impacted include Greenwell State Park, Breton Bay, St. Leonard Creek, St. Clements Bay, Westmoreland State Park, Cuckold Creek, Down Creek, Cobb Island, Colton's Point, Namimi Bay, Coles Point, Wicomico River, Flag Harbor, Calvert Cliffs, and White Point Beach. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. This is the note. A special marine warning remains in effect until 5:15 p.m. For the following areas, tidal Potomac from Cobb Island, Maryland to Smith Point, Virginia, tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, at 4:14 p.m. A strong thunderstorm was located over Westmoreland State Park, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel.
You need to get me
Locations
started,
impacted
Super
include
7.
Greenwell State Park, Breton Bay, St. Leonard Creek, St. Clements Bay, Westmoreland State Park, Cuckold Creek,
Let's see if
Cobb
it fixes it.
Island, Colton's Point, Namimi Bay, Coles Point, Wicomico River, Flag Harbor, Calvert Cliffs, and White Point
That's
Beach.
odd.
Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Flows around 60. Southwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 40%. Saturday, showers and a chance of thunderstorm. Highs around 80. Lows in the upper 50s. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for Chesapeake Bay from North Beach to Drum Point, Maryland. Pawtuxet River to Brooms Island, Maryland. Tidal Potomac from Cobb Island, Maryland to Smith Point, Virginia. Tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, until 5:15 p.m. At 4:12 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Westmoreland State Park, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel. Locations impacted include Greenwell State Park, Breton Bay, St. Leonard Creek, St. Clements Bay, Westmoreland State Park, Cuckold Creek, Down Creek, Cobb Island, Colton's Point, Namimi Bay, Coles Point, Wicomico River, Flag Harbor, Calvert Cliffs, and White Point Beach. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. This is the note. A special marine warning remains in effect until 5:15 p.m. For the following areas, tidal Potomac from Cobb Island, Maryland to Smith Point, Virginia, tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, at 4:14 p.m. A strong thunderstorm was located over Westmoreland State Park, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel.
You need to get me
Locations
started,
impacted
Super 7.
include Greenwell State Park, Breton Bay, St. Leonard Creek, St. Clements Bay, Westmoreland State Park, Cuckold Creek,
Let's see if it
Cobb
fixes it.
Island, Colton's Point, Namimi Bay, Coles Point, Wicomico River, Flag Harbor, Calvert Cliffs, and White Point
That's
Beach.
odd.
Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Washington County in north-central Maryland, northeastern Allegheny County in western Maryland, northeastern Monroe County in eastern West Virginia until 5:15 p.m. At 4:27 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Cumberland, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service in State College, Pennsylvania has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Bedford County in South Central Pennsylvania until 5:15 p.m. At 4:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Lake Gordon, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Smith, Barnes Gap, and Lake Gordon. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows. The National Weather Service in State College, Pennsylvania has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Bedford County in South Central Pennsylvania, southwestern Fulton County in South Central Pennsylvania until 6 p.m. At 5:09 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Smith, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Barnes Gap, Big Cove Tannery, Smith, Needmore, and Locust Grove. This includes Interstate 70 for mile markers 153 to 166. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows.
Alright, there's another
The
alert.
National Weather Service in State College, Pennsylvania has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for South.
Alright. See you guys in the next alert.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Allegheny County in western Maryland, northeastern Monroe County in eastern West Virginia until 6 p.m. At 5:13 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Fort Ashby or near Bel Air, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Wolf Mill, Flintstone, Patterson Creek, Pleasant Valley, Wiley Ford, Spring Gap, Wagoner, Pumpkin Center, North Branch, Old Town, and Cumberland. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Hagerstown and Martinsburg area in the surrounding WXM 42.
See you guys in the next alert.
The National Weather Service in State College, Pennsylvania has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Bedford County in South Central Pennsylvania until 6:45 p.m. At 5:52 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Lake Gordon, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Hazard, ping-pong ball-sized hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of south central Bedford County, including the following locations: Waynesburg. Radar has indicated rotation within this severe thunderstorm. Although a tornado is not immediately likely, tornadoes can develop quickly during severe thunderstorms. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows. The National Weather Service and State College, Pennsylvania issued a severe
Okay. Maybe there may or may not be another alert. So, I don't know. So I'm just gonna say this. Frederick County WX signing out. And if there is a next alert, okay. Bye. Another one. Watch this. Second.
The National Weather Service and State College, Pennsylvania issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Franklin County in south central Pennsylvania, southern Fulton County in south central Pennsylvania until 6:30 p.m. At 5:56 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Big Cove Tannery, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Williamson, St. Thomas, Mercersburg, Needmore, Warthorsburg, Big Cove Tannery, Fort Loudon, McConnellsburg, Locust Road, and Marion. Radar has indicated rotation within this severe thunderstorm. Although a tornado is not immediately likely, tornadoes can develop quickly during severe thunderstorms. This includes Interstate 70 for mile markers 158 to 168. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows. The National Weather Service and State College, Pennsylvania issued a severe thunderstorm.
Okay. See you in the next alert. Or not. Okay. But you're gonna get excited.
The National Weather Service and State College, Pennsylvania issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Franklin County in south central Pennsylvania, east central Fulton County in south central Pennsylvania until 7:15 p.m. At 6:28 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over McConnellsburg, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Source: radar indicated. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 206, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Pennsylvania: Adams, Bedford, Franklin, and Fulton. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Now for the Hamilton County in western Maryland until 7:15 p.m. At 6:38 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Englishmith, or 11 miles north of Paw Paw, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Flintstone. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning.
Another one.
The National Weather Service and State College, Pennsylvania issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Bedford County and south central Pennsylvania until 7:15 p.m. At 6:43 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Englishmith, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near Englishmith around 6:50 p.m. Radar has indicated rotation within this severe thunderstorm. Although a tornado is not immediately likely, tornadoes can develop quickly during severe thunderstorms. This includes the following interstates. Interstate 70 for mile markers 149 to 150. The Pennsylvania Turnpike for mile markers 159 to 161. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia issued a severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Carroll County and North Central Northwestern Howard County, Northwestern Montgomery County and Central Maryland, Southeastern Frederick County and North Central Maryland, Northeastern Loudon County in Northern Virginia until 4:15 p.m. At 3:26 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Louisville, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicates. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Damascus, Park Mills, Liberty Town, Wheeler, Parkland Springs, Schoolville, Nicetown, Eakingsville, Clark Springs, Lisville, Mount Pleasant, Lucas, Lansdowne, Collinstown, Boyce, Barnesville, Wannesville, Green Valley, Dickerson, and Hillsville. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous clouds around lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. This is the NOAA Weather Radio, all hazards. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunder.
Damn. some of my chicken, and the elder was like, are you sure? And I was like, oh my goodness, they caught me lacking. Heck, and this was just after I woke up too, after taking a nap. Yeah. Crazy. Heck, I was caught so unprepared, I didn't even have the portables up there yet, so I just put them up. My goodness. Well, because I caught it on 2 stations, that counts as 2 EAS alerts. Alright. See you in the next alert. If there is any. And because I don't want to, counteract myself, say that, and then there won't be any alert. So, hopefully there will be more alerts. See you in the next alert that does happen.
At 3:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Damascus, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damaged homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Henry, West Friendship, Greenfield, Louisville, Denver, Woodstock, Heber, Red, Ellisburg, Butler Springs, Roxbury Mills, Laytonsville, Sickesville, Greenville, Milfordville, Lisbon, Glenwood, Wrangletown, and Watersville. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous clouds around likely are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach. Rest of this afternoon, thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:15 p.m. for South Central Carroll County in North Central Maryland, Northwestern Howard, North Central Montgomery counties in Central Maryland, and Southeastern Frederick counties in North Central Maryland. At 3:53 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Green Valley or near Damascus, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail.
Right. This is another SVR.
Radar indicated.
See you in the next alert capture.
Damaging winds. Virginia, Northern Clark County in northwestern Virginia, the north central city of Winchester in northwestern Virginia, central Jefferson County in the panhandle of West Virginia, central Berkeley County in the panhandle of West Virginia, until 5:15 p.m. At 4:23 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of Winchester, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Brucetown, Winterbringers Cross, Tomahawk, Glengarry, Martinsburg, Inwood, Geraldstown, Carneysville, Cedar Grove, Hughesville, Danville, Clear Brook, Berkeley, Ridgeway, Bunker Hill, Stevenson, Martin, Cedar Hill, Alvin, and Martinsburg Airport. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud to ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. National Weather Service forecast for the Washington metro area and the surrounding KHV listening area. Rest of now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Hagerstown and Martinsburg area and the surrounding WXM42 listening area. Rest of this afternoon.
This is Frederick County WX. Yeah, as you can see, we got another SPR. See you in the next alert capture.
County in northwestern Virginia, West Central Page County in northwestern Virginia, Rappahannock County in northwestern Virginia, northwestern Fauquier County in northern Virginia, northern Culpeper County in northern Virginia, until 5:15 p.m. At 4:26 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Sperryville, Oregon, 14 miles north of Madison, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour in gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Castleton, Hunley, Vietown, Hume, Edmond, Nethers, Hackney's Crossroads, Woodville, Amethville, Flint Hill, Crest Hill, Orlean, Washington, Five Forks, Panorama, Rock Mills, Markham, Skyline, Chester Gap, and Ada. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Washington metro area and the surrounding KHV listening area. Official National Weather Service forecast. Mostly sunny with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce gusty winds and small hail. Mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms up to 25 miles an hour and small hail. Chance of rain 50%. In the upper tonight, numerous showers and scattered go slowly falling through late afternoon.
Fun fact about that. Can you acknowledge? Okay, there you go. Fun fact about that. The second I said, see you guys in the next alert capture, it immediately happened. How funny. Alright, see you guys in the next alert capture. WX42 SPR.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for East Central Carroll County in north central Maryland, northwestern Baltimore City in northern Maryland, west central Harford County in northern Maryland, northern Baltimore County in northern Maryland, until 5:15 p.m. At 4:33 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Randallstown, Oregon, 8 miles west of Pikesville, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed
SPA
trees.
after this.
Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Freeland, Williams Mills, Bonneville, Louisville, Albany, Ryderwood, Mason, Sacramento, Century State, Nashville, thunderstorm watch number 219, effective until 10 p.m. This watch includes the following county, District of Columbia, and the following counties in Maryland, Frederick, Montgomery, and Prince George's, and the following counties in Virginia, Arlington, Clark, Culpeper, Fairfax, Fauquier, Loudoun, Madison, Orange, Prince William, Rappahannock, Spotsylvania, Stafford, and Warren, and the following independent cities in Virginia, Alexandria, Fairfax, Falls Church, Fredericksburg, Manassas Park and Manassas, and Jefferson, West Virginia, and the following, Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach, Maryland, and Tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland. The National Weather Service has a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert to rapidly changing weather conditions and listen to later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, Virginia should remain alert to rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Hagerstown and Martinsburg area and the surrounding WXM42 listening area. Rest of this afternoon, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Trying to figure out which radios were on, and we got it. Wait a minute, does that mean they're gonna tone an SVA for those counties in Pennsylvania as well, separately? I'm not sure. But anyway, I see Adams, Lancaster, and York counties in Pennsylvania are now under a severe thunderstorm watch. I think it was mentioned when WXM42 did it, so I think they already have the names in there. But yeah, I was mostly right. I made predictions that, let's see. Yep, I was actually accurate. I predicted that, the Panhandle, West Virginia, Western Virginia, and North Central to Eastern Maryland would be under a severe thunderstorm watch if they were to roll it out. And I was right, because, well, they did it. They rolled it out for those areas. I was only slightly inaccurate with the watch part. I wasn't quite expecting, Eastern Virginia to be under that as well, but I was mostly right, so yeah. That's cool. Anyway. But yeah. Anyway, I see that my dumb WR100 version 5 decoded it is a warning, because if you look on this one here, it just has the warning lights lit up and stuff. It doesn't have the watch lights lit up like everyone else. It was pretty simple for it to probably screw up like that. Especially considering how it was hearing SVRs or stuff. So yeah, maybe if it gets expanded later, maybe it'll fix itself. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they already wrote out as much counties as they need to. Okay, let's look here. Alexa, notifications.
2 new notifications. From Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Ballinger Creek. It'll be in effect until... From Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Ballinger Creek. It'll be in effect until May 3rd, 4:15 p.m. EDT.
And my camera's not showing that. Alexa. Never mind. I'll fix it later. Anyway, yeah, see you guys in the next alert capture. Until then, Frederick County WX, signing out.
County in the Panhandle of West Virginia, East Central Berkeley County in the Panhandle of West Virginia, until 5:45 p.m. At 4:54 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Ramsey or near Charlestown.
Doubleheader imminent.
At 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts or quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible.
I'm cooked.
Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Corneliusville, Brownsville, Shepherdstown, Ranson, Fairfight, Keansville, Carsville, Bolivar, St. March, Pleasantville, Gatlinville, Antietam, Mount Lena, Burkittsville, Boonesboro, Shannonville Junction, Jefferson, Sheriffsburg, Arnoldtown, and Moeller Crossroads. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a
The
building.
next one is a correction.
Large hail, damage,
Apparently.
and continuous cloud to ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by the National Weather
Okay,
Service in
no
Sterling,
double
Virginia
header.
has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern
What is
Washington
that?
County in north central Maryland, west central
Okay,
Frederick County
no-
in
no
north
double header.
central Maryland, central Jefferson County in the Panhandle of West Virginia, central Montgomery County in the Panhandle of West Virginia until 5:45 p.m. At 4:54 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Ramsey or near Charlestown, northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches.
Okay, well, it's a correction with a tornado possible attack on it from my county. So they corrected that morning, and they put a tornado possible tag on that. Hail 1 inch, 160 miles per hour. Radar indicated for Frederick, Washington, Maryland, and Berkeley, and Jefferson, West Virginia. It already was for my county, but yeah. Okay, well, see you guys in the next alert capture. Until then, Frederick County WX signing out. Alright, so we got an SVR on KC83.
Aberdeen, Parkville, Long Green, Darlington, Carsons, Kearney, Kingsville, Forest Hill, Lock Raven Village, Falston, Bel Air North, Upper Falls, Hickory, Benson, Baldwin, and Perry Hall. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud to ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning.
There you go.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunder.
Alright, so that's the morning on
Night.
KC83. Don't put it back on WXM42. Now, what is enabling me, you may ask, to pull in KC83? Thank you, copper antenna. This antenna right here was responsible for this WR120 DSP's reception, and I really like it. It is by KB9 VVR antennas. Yeah, pretty good antenna. Anyway, see you guys in the next alert. Until then, Frederick County WX, signing out.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Montgomery County in northern Virginia, north central County in northern Virginia, northwestern Prince William County in northern Virginia until 6 p.m. At 5:07 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Bella Plain, Oregon, 10 miles northwest of Warrenton, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Gleadsville, Sterling, Purcellville, Leesburg, Waterford, Belmont, Broadlands, Delaplane, Arcola, Albany, Meadowville, Halfway, Hamilton, Philemon, Lincoln, The Plains, St. Louis, Alien Springs, Marshall, and Bramlington. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud to ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Washington County. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch number 219, effective until 10 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Maryland: Carroll, Frederick, and Washington, and Adams, Pennsylvania, and the following counties in Virginia: Clark, Fauquier, Loudon, and Warren, and Jefferson, West Virginia. Remember, a severe...
Alright. We got another SVR, and the storm clouds are arriving outside from the west. Alright. So, see you guys in the next alert. Until then, Frederick County WX, signing out. Alright, marine warning. There was your special marine warning on KEC 83. Anyway, yeah. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
large hail, damaging wind, and continuous clouds around likely are occurring with this storm. Large hail, move indoors immediately. And lightning is one of nature's leading killers of this storm. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 219, effective until 10 p.m. This watch of thunderstorm warnings remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for southeastern Washington and west central Frederick County. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Harford County in northern Maryland, Cecil County in northeastern Maryland until 6:45 p.m. At 5:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Aberdeen, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations in
What the?
Barksdale, Darlington, Carsons, West Nottingham, Octoraro, Brentwood, Port Deposit, Fair Hill, Glen Westover, Bayview, Charlestown, Perryville, Lombard, Richardsmere, Havertide Grace, and Elkton. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service in Sterling enough to be struck by.
Alright, well, here we go. So, at the last second, I switched this WR120 over to KC3, ready so I can record the other SVR. Alright, until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
And close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the northern Chesapeake Bay and adjoining estuaries north of North Beach. Rest of the rain now.
And there you go. There was the tail end of tail end of KC83 relaying the new SVA for, I'm actually not sure what number it is here thunder out there, but yeah, there's no rain yet, but it definitely looks like it's about to rain. It's got that generic supercell look on it outside when I look under the vines, but yeah. So yeah, that was the tail end of it being remade. So this one here is for this particular SVA. It was for Northern Delaware, far northeastern Maryland, triggering the activation of KC3, New Jersey, East Central Pennsylvania, and in the coastal waters. Anyway, until the next alert, Frederick County WX.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, until 7 p.m. At 5:37 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Fairview Beach to near Westmoreland State Park, moving northwest at 10 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel. Locations impacted include Potomac Creek, Maryland Point, Nanjemoy Creek, Port Tobacco River, Leesylvania State Park, Smallwood State Park, Quantico, Cobb Island, Swan Point, Mythos Point, United States. 3019 Memorial Bridge, Mason Neck State Park, Indian Head, Wicomico River, Occoquan Bay, Popes Creek, Brent Point, Westmoreland State Park, Fairview Beach, and Colonial Beach. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All-Hazard Station KHP36, broadcasting from the National Weather Service Office in Sterling, Virginia, and transmitting on a frequency of 1...
Alright, well, there you go. Special morning warning on KHP 36. Alright. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX.
Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for West Central Charles County in southern Maryland, southeastern Stafford County in northern Virginia, King George County in central Virginia, until 6:30 p.m. At 5:44 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over King George, moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Potomac Creek, Aquia Creek, Potomac Beach, Whitewater, Stafford, Woodinville, Nin, Nanjemoy Creek, Arkandale, Brook, Nanjemoy, Dahlgren, Pascagoula, Lambs Creek, Bertheville, Jersey, King George, Shiloh, Doak, and Fairview Beach. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All-Hazard Station KHP36, broadcasting from the National Weather Service Office in Sterling, Virginia, and transmitting on a frequency of 162.550 megahertz from an antenna located in Manassas, Virginia. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for...
Okay. SVR for some county in Virginia, and I think a county in Maryland. I don't know. I got woken up out of my sleep by the alarm, so I'm really not sure. Let me check. Charles County, Maryland, and King George and Stafford counties in Virginia. Okay. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX. Here goes.
West winds around 5... Locations impacted include Myersville, Brownsville, Fairfield, Keansville, Clovers Hill, Portersville, Bolivar, Pleasantville, Lovettsville, Gatlin, Antietam, Burkittsville, Brunswick, Frederick, Boonesboro, Bloomfield, Rosemont, Jefferson, Sharpsburg, and Newport. The storm is producing large hail. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Washington metro area and the surrounding Sterling, Virginia area. Issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Washington County in north central Maryland, southwestern Frederick County in north central Maryland, north central Washington County in northern Virginia until 6:15 p.m. At 5:52 p.m., a severe...
Okay, well, my county is officially under a SPR now, as well as Washington County, Maryland. And what we reviewed this with, no, Boundary is not under it, so, well, that is not one of the locations impacted. So that means that my immediate area is fine. My county, however, no, not fine. Okay, until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 228, effective until 12 a.m. Tuesday. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 228, effective until 12 a.m. Tuesday.
We're under it.
This watch includes the following county, District of Columbia, and the following counties in Maryland: Calvert, Charles, Frederick, Montgomery, Prince George's, and St. Mary's, and the following counties in Virginia: Arlington, Clark, Culpeper, Fairfax, Fauquier, King George, Logan, Orange, Prince William, Spotsylvania, and Stafford, and the following independent cities in Virginia: Alexandria, Fairfax, Falls Church, Fredericksburg, Manassas Park and Manassas, Jefferson, West Virginia, and the following: Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach, Maryland; Chesapeake Bay from North Beach to Front Point, Maryland; Tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland; Tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland; Tidal Potomac from Cobb Island, Maryland to Smith Point, Virginia; Eastern Bay, Choptank River, and Pawtucket River. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. 11 miles Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Source: radar indicated. Impact: some hail damage to agriculture is expected. Gusty winds to late afternoon. Impacted include southeasterly winds are gusting up to 20 knots at a time. Hughesville, Clover Hill, Pottersville, Bolivar, Pleasantville.
Alright, there we go. Severe thunderstorm watch number 228. I guess the SVRs and special marine warning, and the two SVRs that LWX just put out gave the Storm Prediction Center just enough confidence to issue that SVA, because they were having trouble earlier, right? They went from 60% to 40%, and now they got, so, yeah, they got pretty much the entire coverage area in this watch. The only ones not in it are, let's see, which ones aren't in this watch? Western Virginia. So not West Virginia, but the western part of Virginia is not under it. Nor are the... Never mind, the West Virginia counties next to us are under it. But the West Virginia... I'm sorry. The western part of Virginia counties are not under it. And Garrett County and Allegheny County are not under this. So, until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out. Another one. Prince William, Fauquier, Virginia. And Stafford counties.
Southeastern Fauquier County in northern Virginia, St. Prince William County in northern Virginia, Some thunderstorms may produce gusty winds and small hail. Highs
Who's
in
still
the upper
around?
60s.
Oh, that. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Sometimes it just has that issue where I'll get locked and stuck and won't let me turn it off.
Tonight, numerous showers and thunderstorms until midnight.
There you go.
Then scattered showers and thunderstorms
Alright.
after midnight.
Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out. But right just before I do that, I wanted to tell you why I leave the scanner alert tone running down there during warnings is because when it happens, it creates a very good soundscape. So that's why I do it. If you were wondering why I do that.
Showers likely. A chance of thunderstorms in the
Alright.
afternoon.
Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia is warning severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Connecticut County and north central Maryland until 6:45 p.m. At 6:19 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Brunswick, Oregon, 9 miles southwest
We're gonna have a double header. We're gonna have one.
at 15 miles per hour. Hazard, quarter-size hail. Source, quarter-size hail in Charlotte, Virginia has been reported to the National Weather Service. Impact, some hail damage to agriculture is expected. Locations impacted include Frederick, Bloomfield, Jefferson, Clinton, Clover Hill, Porterville, Middletown, Frederick, Maryville, Braddock Heights, Marysville, Rosemont, Brunswick, Discovery Spring Garden, Walkersville, and Clevenger Creek. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Double header on that.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Charles County in southern Maryland, southeastern Fairfax County in northern Virginia, east central Prince William County in northern Virginia until 6:45 p.m. At 6:20 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles southeast of Woodbridge, moving north at 15 miles per hour. Hazard, quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, some hail damage to agriculture is expected. Locations impacted include Fort Belvoir, Potomac Heights, Marbury, Bryan's Road, Ripley, Brisson, Woodbridge, Kidda, Occoquan, Mason Neck, Lawton, Mount Vernon, and Lake Ridge. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Washington metro area and the surrounding KHC listening area. Let's get it.
Alright. Like I said, there's gonna be a doubleheader. Now I was caught off guard by the first one because IAMBot was being slow and wasn't updating fast enough to tell me it was happening so I could hit the record button. But it was only like 2 seconds off. Plus, that's why I have first header radios and not third header radios. Because first header radios go off after the first header, and the scanner actually goes off after the first header as well. Which is why I have it. I really love the Radio Shack Pro 405. Really cool scanner, especially with that specific area message coding functionality. It's awesome, especially because it can also scan Skywarn as well, which is where all those weather spotter reports that you hear are coming from. Alright. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
Western Prince George's County in central Maryland, northwestern Charles County County in southern Maryland, Stafford County in northern Virginia, King George County in central Virginia, the city of Fredericksburg in central Virginia, southeastern Fairfax County in northern Virginia, southeastern Fauquier County in northern Virginia, southeastern Prince William County in northern Virginia, the southern city of Manassas in northern Virginia, northeastern Spotsylvania County in central Virginia, until 7:15 p.m. At 6:27 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Fredericksburg to near Quantico to near Fort Tobacco River, moving northwest at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts to quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Montclair, Stafford, Triangle, Nanjing Creek, Newington, Burlington, Wembley, Dowdry, Heflin, Mount Vernon, Pisgah, Fredericksburg, White Oak, Sealston, Jersey, Mason Neck, Oak Street, Fort Albion, Hayfield, and Potomac County. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Frederick County in north central Maryland until 6:45 p.m. At 6:19 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Brunswick, Oregon, 9 miles southward. In the following counties at 15 miles per hour, Adams and Franklin. In the following counties, in Virginia, Clark, Fauquier, and Lebanon. In the following counties.
Get back on the rack, please, antenna. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see. There's a CTP hazardous weather outlook. Alright. So this was a severe thunderstorm warning for, let's see, for Charles, Prince George's counties in Maryland and the following counties in Virginia: Fredericksburg, City of Manassas, Fairfax, Fauquier, King George, Prince William, Spotsylvania, Stafford, Virginia. Another marine warning for, is that gonna tone over the thing? I don't know. Maybe it might be going over this.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland, until 7:30 p.m. At 6:29 p.m., a cluster of strong to severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Fort Washington to Mason Neck State Park, moving north at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel. Locations impacted include Fort Washington, Tidal Basin, Reagan National Airport, Woodrow Wilson Bridge, Key Bridge, Fort Hunt, National Harbor, Gunston Hall, and Alexandria. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. for northwestern Stafford, southeastern Fauquier, and southern Prince.
Oops. Screwing up my camera angles. Oops. Sorry about that. Alright. So what we just saw there was a marine warning for the tidal Potomac to Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland. Alright. Now anyway, as I was... Oh, okay. That's just a continuation. Okay. So, yeah. For following counties in Virginia are affected by the severe thunderstorm warning that was 5 minutes ago, so the first thing you just saw. The city of Fredericksburg, the city of Manassas, Fairfax, Fauquier, King George, Prince William, Spotsylvania, and Stafford counties in Virginia until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Alright, there you go. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX. super staticky, but there is a special model on PC. You can hear it playing. Higher waves. I heard the EAS. That technically counts as an EAS area.
Higher elevations. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%.
I'm gonna put that back on WXM42. And alright. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX signing. SVR for City of Fairfax, City of Manassas, City of Manassas Park, Fairfax, Park, Rhode Island, South County, Virginia.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Stafford County in northern Virginia, southeastern London County in northern Virginia, the city of Fairfax, northern Virginia, western Fairfax County in northern Virginia, Fauquier County in northern Virginia, the city of Manassas Park in northern Virginia, Prince William County in northern Virginia, the city of Manassas in northern Virginia, until 7:45 p.m. At 6:58 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Woodbridge to near Dale City, 6 miles southeast of Dalton, moving northwest at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Catharville, Calvin, Montclair, Wolsey, Casanova, Albany, Meadowville, Lincoln Hall, Noakesville, Herndon, The Plains, Burke, Bolton, Lake Ridge, Auburn, Clinton, Marshall, Rambleton, Great Falls, and Rutherford. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All-Hazard Station KHP36, broadcasting from the National Weather Service Office in Sterling, Virginia. Internet warning for 162.550 megahertz from an antenna located in Manassas, Virginia. The
Alright. There was your SVR. See you. Oh my gosh. What was it again? Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing off. National Marine Warning.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for Tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, Tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland, until 7:45 p.m. At 7:01 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along the line extending from near Withlacoochee River to near Fairview Beach, moving north at 10 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, Quantico Marine Base reported a wind gust of 43 knots at 6:50 p.m. Impact, Boaters and small craft could be thrown overboard by suddenly higher winds and waves capsizing their vessel. Locations impacted include Potomac Creek, Maryland Point, Nanjeloy Creek, Port Tobacco River, Leesylvania State Park, Smallwood State Park, Quantico, Swan Point, Gunston Hall, Post Point, United States. 301 Nice Memorial Bridge, Mason Neck State Park, Indian Head, Occoquan Bay, Pope's Creek, Brent Point, Westmoreland State Park, and Fairview Beach. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland until 7:30 p.m. At 6:29 p.m.
Alright. There was a special marine warning for. Oh my goodness, please get high, please. Let's see. Tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Colorado, Maryland, and tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland. Alright. As usual. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
Southwestern Frederick County in north central Maryland until 7:45 p.m. At 7:19 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Braddock Heights, Oregon, 8 miles west of Harry Grove Stadium, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, quarter-side hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, some hail damage to agriculture is expected. Locations impacted include Burgensville, Brunswick, Myersville, Bloomfield, Rosemont, Jefferson, Clinton, Unknown, Clinton Walk, Knoxville, Florence Hill, Latursville, Longville, Middletown in Frederick, Maryland, Braddock Heights, Frederick, and Ballinger Creek. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Northwestern Fauquier County in northern Virginia until 7:45 p.m. At 7:19 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Warrenton, moving north at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, quarter-side hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, some hail damage to agriculture is expected. Locations impacted include Warrenton, Commercial, Craigville, Rectortown, Orleans, Turnbull, Maddenville, Markerville, Emily, Markham, Asheville, Dallas, and Edith. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 228, effective until 12 a.m. Tuesday. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Northwest Maryland, Calvert, Charles, Frederick, Montgomery, Prince George's, and St. Mary's, and the following counties in Virginia: Arlington.
Okay, well there we go. Severe thunderstorm warnings for Frederick County, Maryland, and Fauquier County. Fauquier. Oh my god. You know what? Let me just spell it out. Fauquier. Virginia. So Fauquier, Virginia. So Fauquier was at 7:45 p.m. and the Frederick, Maryland one is also for the same time. Alright. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX. Good morning for Frederick, Maryland!
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Frederick County in north central Maryland until 10:45 p.m. At 7:38 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the Warren area. Between 1.5 and 3.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash lakes and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Brunswick, Granite Heights, Jefferson, Rosemark, Northtown, Churchill, Middletown, and Frederick, Maryland. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach. Tonight, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Gusts up to 20 knots this evening and overnight. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Visibility 1 to 3 nautical miles after midnight.
What does it say? It go off probably? Yes, it did. Alright. So, there is currently a flash flood warning and severe thunderstorm warning, both in effect for Frederick County, Maryland. Never mind. It literally just 7 seconds and counting ago, LWX has just expired the severe thunderstorm warning. I wonder if that technically counts as an SVR being replaced by a flash flood warning. Well, what does it say about why it was expired? The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits. Okay. And expires severe thunderstorm warning for the city of Fairfax, the city of Manassas, the city of Manassas Park, Fairfax, Fauquier Mountain, and Prince William counties in Virginia. Because they've weakened. And finally, they've actually used the severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect. Next for the name. Anyway, yeah, the reason why you didn't hear the Pro 4, the scanner's warning tone, was because I was listening to the Skymore net in Frederick, so it was impossible for me to, actually get the thing to, It does have alert priority though, so that means it can, like, every 3 seconds or 5 seconds it will check the weather band for its 70 Hz signal. And there is one, it will activate. And you can just display alert. So this has same /1050 Hz capability. Another neat feature. So yeah, we have a flash flood warning. I do wonder if LWX is going to put out a, any other things. Like a, what else would they probably put out? I'm not sure. Flash flood watch, probably? Okay. Maybe so. Anyway. Yeah. So, until the next alert, Frederick County WX, flood warning.
The storm which prompted the warning have weakened below the severe limit and no longer pose an immediate threat to life or property.
The severe thunderstorm
Therefore,
warning for
the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight for Northern Virginia. Southwestern Frederick County in north central Maryland until 10:45 p.m. At 7:38 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1.5 and 3.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected.
Not sure why that didn't process the EOMs right, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Alright. So. Alright, what now? Yes. Until the next alert. Frederick County WX. There is a marine warning on KC. Okay, well, that was the special marine warning on what station? Special marine warning on KC3 for the areas in the lower Chesapeake Bay. Okay, until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a flash flood warning for northwestern Logan County in northern Virginia, southeastern Jefferson County in the panhandle of West Virginia until 11:30 p.m. At 8:33 p.m., local fire department reported flash flooding due to heavy thunderstorms across the warned area. Between 1.5 and 3.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts up to 1 inch are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is already occurring. Hazard: flash flooding caused by heavy rain. Source: fire department reported. Impact: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Purcellville, Brunswick, Middleburg, Round Hill, Harper's Ferry, Lovettville, Oliver, Hillsborough, Lincoln, Nearsville, Phillip, Millville, St. Louis. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazard Station KSP 36. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia, the flash transmitting on a frequency of 162.5 in north central Maryland until 10:45 p.m. At 7:38 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1.5 and 3.5 inches of rain have fallen.
Alright. There is your flash flood warning. Again, I was listening to the SkyWarn.net, so you don't get the warning tone on the scanner. But I do have the alert priority enabled, so yeah, at least you got the 1050 hertz tone of it, which was the tone for like 2 minutes. But yeah. Anyways, until the next alert, Frederick County WX signing out.
The National Weather Service in State College has issued a flash flood warning for western Adams County in south central Pennsylvania, southwestern Cumberland County in south-central Pennsylvania, southeastern Franklin County in south-central Pennsylvania, until 12:45 a.m. At 9:38 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Hazard: flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. Impact: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Waynesboro, Shippensburg, Guilford, Carroll Valley, Fayetteville, Wayne Heights, Mont Alto, Scotland, Rouseville, Cashtown, Orpana, Walnut Bottom, Aurensville, Fairfield, McKnighttown, Newburgh, Quincy, Penn State, Mont Alto, Shippensburg University, and Liberty Mountain Resort. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding. Heavily terrain low water crossings are potentially dangerous in heavy rain. Do not attempt to cross flooded roads. Find an alternate route. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a flash flood warning for northwestern Loudon County in northern Virginia, southeastern Jefferson County in the panhandle of West Virginia until 11:30 p.m. At 8:33 p.m., local fire department reported flash flooding due to heavy thunderstorms.
Okay. Well, there is your flash flood warning, and probably this is the last alert of the day. I am not sure. Well, there was 18 minutes ago, there was a significant weather advisory or short-term forecast now for a strong thunderstorm over Roseville near Clifford, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Gusty winds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, small hail possible with that storm. So, we may or may not see a SVR be put out for that one. I don't know. But, yeah, so far, what we've been seeing is that this slight risk is similar to the May 3rd one, which happened 2 days ago. So, this means this should probably bring my total EAS count to like 111. Or somewhere near 110. Well, once I finish this backlog, and keep in mind that this particular clip and capture you're watching right now will be in one big compilation of alerts from the 29th of April to today, as of the time of recording this, 5/5/2025. However, if there are more alerts tomorrow, then those will be added into the thing. If and before, because I'll probably start editing and combining all these clips together and start counting up the alerts and tallying them all up to create our combined total of alerts. But yeah. So yeah. So, I'm not very sure whether to conclude or if I want to say something else. You know what? If there's more words tomorrow, there's more words tomorrow, and those will be added into the one big mega compilation. Now, you might be thinking, why are you making a mega compilation? Well, it's a backlog, and I just decided, well, why not? After all, we'll give you about like an hour or more's worth of content to watch. I've actually checked the Nature's March video, and that one had a similar number of words in it compared to the May 3rd one, so that one should probably be an hour long. And I think we had just as much as alerts as May 3rd. after today. So that means we'll probably have about maybe, who knows, 2 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes, or 2 hours of footage, and that would be really cool. So yeah, any more words tomorrow, those will be added into the big mega compilation. If they'll be added into the compilation. If there's any words tomorrow, I know it's I think it's just the T numbers for tomorrow. I have to check. Okay, so it's just the T-Stum risk tomorrow. But we had a T-Stum actually I think like a couple weeks ago. It's at the time of recording this, and that had a what else did it have? Yes. That one had a couple of alerts come off of it. I think there were like 4 alerts from that day. And that was just a T-Stum risk. So, yeah. So, I don't really know when the next severe weather event is really going to be. After this Omega blocking pattern weakens and the high pressure moves out and, high pressure in the Atlantic Basin, in the Atlantic Ocean moves out of the way enough to allow the low pressure system here to move out. Once the Omega blocking pattern disappears, I'm not really sure if when the next severe weather event's gonna be. Because I checked the days 2 through 7 outlook for LWX, no hazardous weather is expected at this time, so there probably is gonna be nothing. But it could still be possible. However, I have noticed that the days 4 through 8 outlooks have not been, issue with anything recently in the CONUS, continental United States. It's for those of you who don't know what CONUS means. And I don't really know if we're going to see any more severe weather events probably like the next week or 2. I do want to say there probably should be another severe weather event in the middle or the end of May, and definitely by June and July once the hurricane season begins. That should definitely bring more severe weather to our region. But it is currently 5/5/2025, so May 5th, 2025. And who knows? Maybe we could get another significant weather event and sometime later in the month, or it could just be probably like one mid-severe weather event. Give me a decent amount of alerts to edit and upload. So yeah, I'm gonna say this. Once I finish making this mega compilation, there'll probably be about an hour or 2 hours worth of content into it for you guys to watch. And yeah, I don't really know when the next severe weather event's gonna be, but who knows? Maybe it could be soon, maybe it could be later, and maybe it could be decent, or it could be excellent like it was on May 3rd and today, or, it could just be regular. Now, I know I've been yapping for about 9 minutes and 18 seconds now and counting, but yeah, alright. So, just a little PSA. This here's probably the last word of the day. If there isn't, the next clip will play after in the compilation. But yeah. So, I'm gonna say this. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX, signing out.
This is a statement from the National Weather Service. For the following county, Frederick, flood warning in effect until 2 a.m. Tuesday. Flash flood warning. Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is occurring. The areas affected include a portion of north central Maryland, including the following county, Frederick. The hazardous weather conditions are expected and other low-likely flood-prone locations is occurring. Additional details. At 10:33 p.m., local law enforcement reported flooding in Jefferson. Between 2 and 4.5 inches of rain have fallen. Flooding impacts will continue, but no additional rainfall is expected. Some locations that will experience flooding include Brunswick, Braddock Heights, Jefferson, Rosemont, Arnoldtown, Porterville, Middletown, and Frederick, Maryland. Please visit www.weather.gov/safety/flood for flood safety, preparedness information. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flash flood warning for southwestern Frederick County and north central Maryland has been replaced with a flood warning. Southwestern Frederick County and north central Maryland has been replaced with a flood warning. The heavy rain has continued to keep remaining flooding is no longer expected to pose a threat. Please continue to keep remaining road closures. The National Weather Service and State College has issued a flash flood warning for.
I was not expecting the flood one. I thought they were done for the day.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a flash flood warning for northwestern London County.
That area is under a flash flood warning, but yeah. I was not expecting this, so yeah, everything I said in the previous clip still applies, although this here is probably the final word for the day. That is, if Sterling doesn't randomly decide to upgrade Loudoun County, Virginia's flash flood warning like they did with ours to a flood warning. And yes, you actually got to hear the warning tone one last time. Or maybe, yeah. Well, you got to hear it. That's great. Anyway, yeah. Until the next alert, Frederick County WX.